Your progress will be delayed if the person you're with is not in support and is not growing with you. They're going to get left. Male loneliness is at a historic high. Psychology Today reports that 1 in 3 men have zero close friends, making accountability rare and often unfamiliar. Sisters, shh, I got this. Brothers, let me ask y'all something real quick before we start. Why does correction feel like an attack instead of an invitation to grow? Joined by powerful male voices, this 7 week series bridges the gap between women and men, told through letters from women, raw conversations for unity and cultural healing purposes. This is episode 2. Accountability is love. Welcome to A Letter to My Brother.
Sean, pull up to the venue, like what's on the menu. I'm getting short for 2 feet. I don't mean to offend you. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm gonna eat you like some food.
Hi, my lovelies. It's your girl, Shy. Thank you so much for chiming in with me today, right here on the Chiming with Shy podcast. Before we hear from our brothers, we will start the episode off with a letter from our chimer. Women do not correct you because they hate you. They don't challenge you to try to belittle you. She corrects you because she sees more in you. You were built for something heavier, stronger, deeper. But sometimes you forget who you are. She will speak up when she wants you to win. She point things out because she knows your potential. And yes, sometimes her voice comes from pain, but the intention is still love. Accountability ain't an attack, it's a form of protection. Signed, your sisters. The letter from our sister Arena will be read by Lena.
To my brother, I want you to understand something about women like me. We are not hard to love. We are just intentional. We carry children, households, trauma, dreams, and expectations on the same spine we're expecting to keep straight every day. So, yes, I need a man who can stand next to me, not behind me or beneath me. A man who makes at least 45,000 a year because stability matters. A man who leads but also knows when to follow. A man who can build, travel, pray, and protect. Someone soft enough to hear me, strong enough to hold me, steady enough to grow with me, and grounded enough to respect my boundaries. I'm a mother first and a best friend second. And anybody who wants a seat in my life has to honor both. But hear this too, brother. I'm not asking for perfection, just partnership. I want a man 5'10" or taller with his own place, his own car, his own teeth, a vision for his future, 401k included. Not because I'm shallow, but because I'm tired of carrying it all alone. I want a man willing to go slow, willing to communicate, willing to let me lead when the moment calls for it, and willing to show up as family oriented, spiritually grounded human being. Women like me don't want to compete with men. We want to heal with them. We want love that's mutual, purposeful, and grown. So, brother, if you're listening, know that this isn't a list of demands, it's a roadmap to meet a woman halfway.
All right, family, sisters, brothers, let's chime in. This letter was written from our sister Arena.
That was good. That was good. Understandable. That was pretty fair. 45,000. Uh, a 401k plan and all that. That was pretty reasonable.
Correction doesn't equal criticism. A lot of men don't know the difference. A lot of women don't know how to deliver the difference. So today we're about to break this all the way down. Let me
I
start
got
off by a statistic to get us on the right track, right? So we could pivot into the importance of accountability for men. Men avoid accountability out of shame. According to a 2023 APA study, 61% of men say they struggle to admit when they're wrong because it makes them feel weak. So,
Hold on,
Understandable.
wait a minute. 61% of what kind of man though? Some of us was brought up with the understanding that you are to protect and provide. A lot of experiences are different. You know what I mean? Me personally, I was brought up with that mindset that that's what you're supposed to do. So through my experience, I can't even say that it was the woman's fault. I had to take accountability into what type of woman I was associating myself with and who I was trying to build with. And I feel like that goes into both parties when we're on this topic because we can say that we had these type of experiences or the brothers do this or the brothers do that, the sisters do this, the sisters do that. But I think it takes
right.
an accountability where we got to start looking in the mirror. What decisions are we making? What type of people are we picking? We say we have this list that we want or these desires that we want, but are we really associating ourselves with people that can check boxes off this list? Or are we just going with our attraction and hoping that they meet the standard?
Right.
Listening to women increases men's success. Harvard's Family Research Lab found that men who receive constructive feedback from women show a 27% increase in relationship satisfaction within 90 days.
I can see that happening because when you got the right women, when you have the right woman around you, men go extra hard. Like they got the right support. It's like a link. It's like a chain link. Like all God asks for is support and just comfort and support and let him know you got his back. They'll push a guy to go even harder to bring the money home. I agree
Um,
with that.
I would like to say, like, I also
Oh,
agree.
hey, John. How are you?
Oh, John on
How
here?
y'all doing? Yeah, I'm on this, John.
I ain't gonna hold you up, bro. I appreciate you showing up, bro. Like
Thank you.
we been
It's
needing you
nice
on
to
these
be
conversations,
appreciated.
bro. I always give you flowers, bro. You already know we locked in.
I agree with that statistic. Because if you look throughout our, like, I feel like our women and some of the brothers, we take on other nationalities' problems. Like, if you look throughout
Mm,
our history, we never had a problem communicating with our women. All if you go all the way back to Kemet, the woman was the throne, and we knew that. The king's bloodline was matriarchal. It went through the woman. So we knew that in order to become king, we had to recognize the queen first. If you look throughout Islam, it says generalize at the feet of the mothers. So anywhere in our doctrine, anywhere in our origins, we always revered our woman. It wasn't until we let this feminism movement that was started in around 1947 where we started adopting these white women problems. They were at war with men. We never had that problem. It wasn't until the 80s. This is me being analytical
The
and
crack
looking at,
feeling.
you know,
yeah, I agree with him. Like that's why I
Okay.
wanted John up here because he gonna break it down from the ancient times.
From
He
the
not have
Kemet
it
time. Yep.
that, but that's support. But I feel like people need to hear that as our
That's
culture.
true.
We need to hear it as a people because you need to understand. Like we was together. We was
even through
like
slavery.
exactly like we had a system. We had
So
our own everything, and but I feel like it's important to hear the stuff how we used to be, and you gotta hear it now because we
We
gotta
got
get back on
lost.
that. 'Cause
Right.
we can do it. It just
We gotta
we
get back
gotta
to it.
lock in. We gotta lock in, bro, and just I don't know, man. We just gotta lock in with each other, and everybody going through real shit, hard times and everything, but we gotta still remember the goal. Like we still a family, we're a unit, in the
Right.
peoples. Cause all the other cultures do it. Like they are they are raised to help the next Dominican out, to help the next Chinese out. They are
Right.
raised to help. Like they might not even be family, but they are raised to help each other out. You know what I'm
That's why it
saying?
was that's why it was so important for them to to take the matriarchy out of the religion and out of these things so we won't even look at the woman. The woman's
Right,
not even supposed to minister in church and all that. It's the reason why it's like that. We've been
right,
conditioned also, you know. Black men has been conditioned also that not even respect the matriarchy. So we understand what you're saying, but we have to
I'm
get to the root of why.
So look, let me
right.
say
It
this,
ain't so
John.
it ain't a
Since
problem.
since Cuz started it using statistics and we're going about this statistically and analytically, I need you to pinpoint where in our history that this began so strong and structurally. Where was the attack started?
The attack was started around the 1960s when Fred Hampton decided to start the Rainbow Coalition, where he gathered all races of people and told them we're poor. We have the same enemy. You're not mad at me because I'm black. You're mad at me because we all poor. And he started the Rainbow Coalition. This was a 21-year-old black man. And he started the WIC program and all of this. The Black Panther Party started this. It was at that moment. The reason why I pinpointed this point in time is because, like I said, it was all races of people. J. Edgar Hoover, he said, America's greatest threat to national security is the rising of a black messiah. And
Mm,
like I just stated, they know who we are. We just don't know who we are. They knew that
Facts.
the bloodline would come through the matriarch. So what did they start doing? They started
mm,
poisoning our women. They started
yeah.
incentivizing our women to kick us out the house. They killed Fred Hampton. They killed all of our leaders, and then they put crack into the neighborhood, pushed the man
Facts.
out, put him in
How
jail,
did they push the man?
have
How did they
women. That's
push
why
the
they
man
started
out the
hiring
house?
so many white women.
How
Huh?
did they convince her to push
Welfare.
us out?
They
I give you
incentivized
food
us.
stamp. I give you food
Food
stamps.
stamps.
I give you. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
They
My
gave her
man got
food
it.
stamps.
I'll be your pappy.
Yeah, basically, I'll be. That's you remember the posters Uncle Sam wants you.
Right.
It wasn't for young. It wasn't for young white men anymore. It was for black women. Uncle Sam wants you, and she became his greatest weapon.
That's
He gave
true.
her
Yeah.
all the He gave her all the doctorates. He
And
empowered her. You don't need no man. You become the man. And they
and
started indoctrinating our boys because they put women in the schools, white women, not even from our hoods. It ain't like it's black women. It's white women who teach us. And
and
then the
bro
cycle restarts and restarts. The machine eats us. America eats its babies, like Tupac said. So
Mm,
and bro quick and you notice how being he was being raised. Our mom was quick to kick us out the crib, bro.
we the
We the
only race
only
of people
culture
that
that do
tells
that.
by the
Yeah,
time you
like get out
18.
my crib. Like you really kick your son out like in the streets. In the streets is
and me
crazy,
and my
bro. Like
husband say we would never do that to our children. It's like all
me
the other
either,
cultures
bro.
don't let their children leave
Come back.
their people leave the house until they get married, and we laugh
Marry
at
or
that.
finance.
Oh,
Listen,
you still living over with your mom?
Mind you, they got
right,
stability, all that.
Yep.
right, yeah,
Generational wealth, life insurance,
yeah,
Cause they
policies,
ain't put their kids
yeah,
on the street.
land. They
We had
own the house that they live in because of all
yeah.
their wealth, or their wealth is
think
tied together.
think about
Hey,
this.
now
for
that we identified the issue that got us to this point of this dialogue, what can we do to make things better and mend this thing? Because we identified, John just identified that we're fighting a war that was given to us.
mm,
Mm,
right.
So how do we go about fixing
So
it
what?
amongst each other? Because, like she said, our sisters are crying out in pain. They feel like us
I
as
f-
men don't
start in the
understand
house.
that pain.
Can I? Can I?
We
I
got to start at home.
I feel like it starts with the individual. I feel like that everyone had to start healing. Everybody got to start working on themselves somehow, some way, bro. Like we are from, come on, we are from the trenches, bro. Like niggas was born in the projects, like raised not in the projects, but come on, we was raised in Philly, bro. One of the worst cities in the world. Like Philly is one of the worst cities in the world, and we know how to maneuver. You know, we know how to survive. We know how to move. You know, we did a lot. We all did some shit in there. You know, and that's traumatic. That is, bro. Being and raised in Philly is traumatic,
Yeah,
and being raised in Section 8, public housing, all that stuff. You got our family, our moms and dads still got the project mentality, that survival, and this shit is getting passed down. Like we got to heal, bro. We can't go to nobody else. So we have to start with it ourselves, bro. That's and I'm speaking from experience, my experience. What helped me, like. you got to do some type of shadow work, bro. You
Facts.
have to do some type of shadow work and something. And that one thing you do, and it's going to multiply to two, to three, to four. You're going to start working on yourself. Like, you're going to face them demons. Like, go face to face with the motherfuckers, bro. It's you, for real, for real. It's nobody else. It's really
So
you.
it's basically, in
You
order
know,
to
and you
start
going to
this,
have,
we got to focus on self first.
Mm-hmm.
because
Self
we
and
can't,
then connection. Connection with
right.
self and then connection with your brothers and
His
sisters.
sisters, man, because we're not gonna know how to communicate and connect with nobody else. You don't know how to connect with yourself, bro.
I totally agree. You know how we do that?
Nah,
I think the first step of us doing that, like I heard this said before, we hate everything about slavery except Christianity, Islam, any of that shit. All of that shit causes a divide. We have to let all of that go because the first thing that bonds us is our adversity and this melanin. You
That
understand? This is what
melons,
bonds us. You understand? We have to let anything that separates us go. I don't care who you sleeping with, because what do I care what you do in your bedroom? You're a black man. You're a black woman. I don't care who you pray to. You're a black man. You're a black
okay,
woman.
there we go.
We have to get rid of all of that shit and come together and
right? So you
recognize
got
that we have a common enemy.
stop letting religion stop you for
Definitely.
reach. It's like using it as a stopping point.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
we're
Limit
us
you.
are right. No, because I'm talking about us, black
That's
people.
part of the
Us, our
plan,
Yeah.
though.
our history, our history is deeper than that shit, and
We're
that's why
older
it's
than it.
right. That's why religion is not keeping us together. People think religion is not keeping the black community together.
It's
It's
not.
Muslim. It's Muslim killing Muslims. It's Christian killing Christians.
And they all
All right,
enslaved
so
us.
so
Mhm.
if that's one of the institutions that's the problem for us, okay, we got to identify the beginning. So what do they say? Judaism is what, about what, 6,000 years old?
Give or take 4,400.
What about Islam
What Buddha?
Islam 1,400.
and Christianity?
I think 6,000,
Christianity is
right?
2,000.
Oh,
Okay,
How old
two.
the religions
so
are.
that's about 8,000 years of religious shit. So if the
Mm-hmm.
religion is the problem, how long have we as a people been here on this planet?
Bang. Let me answer that.
No,
So, a few years back, what is it called? The guy that they be digging up bones and stuff. What they call? The
Anthropology.
guy they be
archaeology,
digging up.
Archaeology.
Yeah, they found some bones in Pennsylvania. Go back to 1.2 million years ago.
and South Carolina.
Car-
Yep.
Carbon. I'm talking about a carbon individual, bro. A carbon. That means nigga
Melanin.
us. They found the. They found a black man bones older. It dates back to 1.2 years. What you so you telling me we go back 1.2 million years and y'all letting this book that's newly fairly new, 6,000, 2,000 years old and tell you who you are? It
It's a
So
doesn't
fact.
that
it
so
doesn't
that
make
yeah,
that's I'm telling you, that's where the
So
friction at because
we having
right.
an identity complex.
Of
they took it,
course.
they
Think
hid it
about
from
this.
us.
Everybody knows who we are except for us.
If you
We
go
let
They
if you go
keep
the young
burying information.
right,
exactly
America
cuz
is what I'm
said it.
saying, man, this shit is I'm telling you. The
The
conversation we
white
having
market.
now, the conversation we're having now, this is some deep shit because it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about as a people. Why the white man saying I'm African, but my auntie telling me I'm Indian? Like what's going
Right.
on?
Think about this.
You know what I'm
Think
saying?
about this. We have like I said last episode, Stockholm syndrome is when you fall in love with your oppressor, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere in the planet, no black American has ever subjugated a whole race of people. We can agree on that, right? We the most immolated and the most hated. But this the youngest race, the race of oppressors, the conquistadors, the youngest race of people on the planet, they're adored everywhere. We have to ask ourselves why, and then after we ask ourselves why, we have to ask ourselves why do we want to be accepted so bad? Because this is what it boils down to. We adopted their problems because we want to be accepted by them. We want to be like them. You understand? We emulate them so much, but they want to emulate us. We need to ask ourselves why.
All right, so look,
That
we
that Willie Lynch guy.
we we we
Read that Willie
we've
Lynch
done a
book.
lot of talking, brothers. So let's ask the sisters, after hearing all this information and the things that we've we've identified and pinpointed. What is your response, and how do y'all feel about now that we've had this discussion and y'all have the information that y'all heard, where we can, we identified the problem isn't y'all, it isn't us. We're under attack and we don't know it. So how can we move? How do
Right.
y'all feel we can move
The
forward from
data
this point?
backs what we've been saying for years. Like most men and women aren't used to correction because they are not used to connection.
Mm.
So
Right.
it goes back to connection.
To what Will said, it's simple communication. It's like what Chris said earlier. We got to work on ourselves as individuals, and then as a couple, a black couple, we had to communicate. My letter was a generalization of everything. Me personally, and just in general, different topics what goes on with us black people as a couple. So yes, I put that in my letter. Society puts us together against each other. That's why I said we need to learn how to work together, and that will only work with a simple communication. That is the main problem. Just simple communication.
A lot of us have lost hope because of when we do come together, we get robbed, we get shot, bad things start to happen. The
Black
Black
Wall
Wall
Street.
Street,
It was,
you
and it was crazy. It
know,
was more than one Black Wall
Wait,
Street.
wait,
It
wait,
was
wait.
we had
and everything that we've ever done, we've always gotten like bombed by others for it, or flooded out or bought out, So a lot of us have lost hope, but there are many of us who still have it and are pushing on like what we're doing right now. Here's a big one right here. The University of Michigan found that men who take accountability in finances and relationships increase their long-term financial stability by 32% and their relationship longevity by 45%. And accountability literally makes us richer, more emotionally and successfully.
Um,
So brothers, corrections ain't a threat. Correction is a doorway. And
right.
sisters, it goes the same for us as well.
Right. That's why I said it's important. We have to heal, though. Each individual have to heal because
well,
someone correction it could be someone insecurity.
correction ain't the problem sometimes. It's who's correcting who. Like I noticed when in our in the dynamics of the black relationship, respect ain't reciprocated all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas another man of another race can say the same thing to our woman, and she'll respect it more than when it comes out of our mouth. So it ain't about the
Depends on who it
correction.
is.
So a lot of times it ain't about the correction. It's about who it's coming from. I see that a lot too. I just wanted to throw that in there too
To
because
Right.
that's part of
piggyback
it.
off that, I see it. It just depends on like who you're talking about because I see a lot of that in men, in particular black men because they feel inferior to the white man, especially black men that aren't really born and raised where we're from. It's a lot of men who want to be like
No,
other races or want to be liked by other races and respected by the white man at work. My mom had that issue with my dad because I remember her telling my dad one time, "You do whatever that white man got to tell you, but you can't do whatever you need to do for your family," or something like that.
Damn.
It just depends on who you're talking to, what era they grew up in, and what they believe in, and how they believe in themselves. Because not everybody have the mindset to move forward in life. Some people just want to be workers. Some people are okay with that.
so
I'm
it
not.
seems to me that everybody in this setting has a move forward, move up, drive mentality. Like we understand we're talking about, solutions to these issues. But my thing is like where I'm at now, I think once I said before, the accountability to the level that we're people that are listening is trying to aspire to that we're at, even though we're not fully there and trying to move forward, is how do we go about picking and choosing a partner that meets these requirements moving forward? We've all experienced the low level, low vibrational people That's what got us here. How do we go about moving forward
I,
and picking better men and better women for ourselves now that we've took accountability for our actions and elevated?
Why we don't court no more? Like we the only
listen,
race of
Ooh,
people.
come on,
We smash first,
right?
and then we decide after we get that post nut clarity if I like this girl or not. But every other
see, I
race,
never.
they court first. I need to meet your mom. You got kids?
Thanks.
You understand what I'm
See,
No,
saying? We ask back
I want
like,
y'all to
yo,
understand that women's voices sometimes come from pain. Like women don't nag from nowhere. A lot of our tones come from trauma. When a woman raises her voice, 9 times out of 10, she's saying, please don't hurt me like the last man did. That's what I want y'all to understand about women. What's your take on that?
you just lost me
No,
there,
a
huh?
lot of time,
no. I
my bad.
mean,
Go ahead,
you
Black.
said it from a woman's point of view. You just said it. Like that was a point of view that I didn't know. I mean, I kind of now the version I am now. Now I look at things totally different, and I analyze like once you start working on yourself, healing yourself, you start to notice not to be like judgmental on
No,
people. You
because
start
you see it in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
and when I start and other people, I'm like, damn, they need to go work on themselves. Like you can start noticing certain shit
Yeah.
now. And it's like, damn, like I say, damn, we hurting. Like, or I be like, damn, that person, that individual is really hurting. Like that shit crazy. Like, yeah, he wanna fight everybody. He's a bully and all that, but deep down inside, like that boy crying for real. Bully,
Mm-hmm.
like he crying. He wants somebody to cuddle him or something. Like, that's how I look at shit now. Like
It
it's
takes one to know
crazy now.
one. That's
Yeah.
What
true.
I,
I no, I ain't
what,
no bully. I ain't say take one to no one. I ain't no
No, I'm
bully. I'm just
saying
saying.
like it
I'm just.
takes
I'm
an
just
experience to
saying.
know that experience.
Right.
Like
Hurt. It hurt. You
sometimes you
you
don't
can
have to
relate.
go through it, but you see others and you understand that person because they was able to pour out to you at one point. But from that standpoint, Chris, I thank you for that. Because not a
No.
lot of people realize like you could go through something and then your perspective will change and you'll see a whole different version of something that you saw years back and you would have judged it a whole different way years ago because you was a whole different person.
And
But
now what
now
is
that you're healing, you see things from a different view and you give
mm-hmm.
grace
and what is it? Compassion? Is that compassion? Now I have
and
compassion now,
understanding.
and I understand. I got compassion and I understand now. Like okay, to certain things, I get it. It's like that's why I was saying, yo, this is important. This is good. I feel that's why I was saying like all of us have to individually have to heal some part of us, bro, before we can connect with the rest of people. Like we all
That's
have to
true.
heal, bro. The black people, bro, we went through the most detrimental shit out of any race on this
And
damn
that's why we're
planet,
the
bro.
most
And
angry. Yep.
still,
You know, yeah, and look, and this is a fact right here. Y'all gotta look this up. Was it back in? I think it's like 3 or 4 years ago. United States Corporation got found
mm-hmm.
guilty of genocide of
Mm-hmm.
the indigenous black people of the Americas.
Yeah.
They went to trial with the listen. Y'all can look up this court. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the group chat. But they swept it underneath the rug, and they got found guilty of genocide through policing,
Excuse me.
the food, the prison. They got found guilty of genocide towards us, bro. And that shit
What
never made
year
it.
was this?
I'm going to send the link. I'm going to send the link in the group chat.
Okay.
It came out like in 3 4 years ago, but they swept beneath the rug. Ain't seen no type of news station, no nothing. Like
So
it
they
hit the.
settled out of court or something.
It's called like it's
United
like
Nations.
Yeah, there you go.
United Nations. They got found guilty by United Nations of genocide of
Okay.
black people, bro.
That's why they killed
You-
Malcolm X because he was going to take them to court
But look,
for
That shit
human rights
crazy, bro.
violation.
check it
So
out.
they
Like,
killed him.
to
Yeah,
bring
but
it
how
back, what
many others
Sha
they
was
done
saying,
killed?
Yeah,
in a lot of time, cause in a men's setting, I hear a lot of different things, right? And a lot of what we said goes into um us hearing a different way because, like, even though I'm on the verge of, I've elevated Hill better and gotten, and my mentality is different. I've learned that a lot of brothers, they get in this space because they've been hurt and because we're
right.
men, and they get in this and they stay there because it's protection. It's their protection. And I've dealt with a lot of brothers that um They speak on what you said as far as our sisters not taking accountability or understanding the things that we've brought to the forefront in this dialogue. And they make statements like, oh man, all these bitches got problems, everybody hurting and all that. And it's like, why do I have to deal with pain that I didn't distribute?
Yeah, I
I agree.
understand
I agree.
because yeah, I understand that, but sometimes we just don't know that we're dishing out. We're literally going through post traumatic stress disorder, and we don't know that we have these issues. We just don't know. You know, when you're in the middle of a manic episode, you don't know. You know,
And another,
somebody that's constantly saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, oh, I'm sorry." They don't know that they're
Ooh,
really dealing with post traumatic stress disorder
okay.
because
See,
mm,
cuz
somebody
I never
made
knew
them
that. You
feel some
just
type
taught
of
me
way.
something. I didn't know that's what that was.
yeah,
Overcompensating.
Our whole race deal with that.
yeah.
I think if we were a little bit like y'all been saying, if we were a little bit more empathetic and we could articulate how we felt, our experiences to one each other more, it'll be easier because as a black man, when I go out into the world, I have to deal with cops. I have to deal with society. I have to deal with people who look like me, wanting to kill me every day for no reason. And then when I go home, I have to fight a war with my woman, with my queen. That's hard on me. All four walls are closing in, and I'm sure y'all got battles that y'all fight every day when y'all go outside the door. And I think if we could communicate that a little bit better, we could articulate a little bit more better, educate each other more a little bit more better. We would be more empathetic and have more understanding. I think it all boils down to experience and being able to articulate that experience to one another, so we can be
Hmm.
empathetic.
And integrity.
I agree
Yeah,
a
and
thousand
integrity.
percent too. But one thing I learned through experience and watching the men from our past, um, I've also learned us as men, we have to learn how to deal with and take on drastically more to address what you said, John. I'm not saying be a walking mat for anybody, but what I've learned through this process, bro, is that because we are the protector, because we are the provider, because we are the head, when she come with that goofy
Mhm.
shit, when she come with all that emotion, it's up to us to deal with that shit properly. You might not like it. That shit might hurt. It might feel like she stabbed you in the chest. But it's up to us to stand there if we
Hmm.
love this woman and look at her and say, damn. You know what I'm saying? Or just let her get it out. You know what I'm saying? Anything
Key
other than,
word you said, will properly. I love that word. Properly.
yeah.
A lot of
Anything
men.
other than making her feel abandoned again or feeling like it's an attack on us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's times that I've learned a woman she going in with her mouth. And I lie to you not. I just sit there and look at her. Keep puffing my L, like, all right,
No,
you got it.
that's you know what I learned in the last 3 years since I came down here. Like because this is a whole different demographic of women, but women are still women. No matter where you go, our women are still women. Black women are still women. You know what I learned down here, bro? Because down here, most of the men they really try to match your energy. Some of them like they really try to match their female's energy. I had to tell one young dude he was 18. I said, bro, you ready to spend your life? You 18 years old. You ready to spend the rest of your life behind bars over a 2 minute impulsive decision because you want to fight? Y'all want to that's we don't know the difference between feminine energy and masculine energy because it was women that raised these boys down here and a lot back home. So
And ego.
we confuse impulsiveness with masculinity. We confuse being emotional with your gun as masculinity. That's femininity. If you can't think and you can't articulate and think your way around some shit, that's you understand what I'm saying? If you think off of your feelings all the time, but we get that misconstrued because we come from a feminine generation, I think.
And that brings me to my next point. Men's defensiveness comes from shame most of the
What do you
time.
mean by that?
Or they
Mm.
just don't know no better.
Like, men, y'all get defensive because you feel attacked, not because you're being attacked. Like, where does that shame even come from?
Think about how a lot of black men were raised. We come from like I come
Insecure.
from a I went from being in a single parent home to having no like being raised by the state, and it's a lot of us. It's a lot of men out here that's like me that come from worse situations. They didn't have nobody, so all they had was their feelings. All they had was themselves in their head saying, I'm a man, I'm a man. But everybody on the outside telling them, you ain't shit. You understand? So you have to reassure yourself. A lot of that comes from that. A lot of that comes from being beat down by the system. It's a lot of different reasons.
So once again, we
Yeah,
dealing with
I like that.
accountability with self and self insecurities.
Our nervous system is deregulated, so we gotta regulate our nervous system. Like that plays a major role of a
Explain
lot of
more.
stuff. Your nervous system literally controls your reality. If you always on tilts, on like standby, like that's
Ancestral DNA
like
right there.
say if you went through a traumatic incident, say okay, you kind of you it's old, you forgot about it, but your body didn't. Your body still holding on to that that
Post from
stress,
the
that
PTSD.
that emotion that was post traumatic to you. You
And you
might have
pass it
got
down to your
you
kids.
exactly.
We
That's why
feel all
it's
the pain from our ancestors.
exactly. That's a
That's why
fact.
we
That's
so
what.
annoying. That's why black men act the way they act. We feel all the pain. That's why when you driving
Yes.
in the car, instinctually, you tighten up. You don't even know what happened. It's the ancestors. It's that
Right.
mitochondrial memory.
Women
Yeah.
are
So
affected by that as well.
yeah, because y'all get it. That's where we get it from. Y'all carry all the memory. It comes through the mother's line. It don't come from us. It comes from y'all. Because
Yeah.
scientifically, y'all carry all the stress from y'all ancestors. The same eggs that y'all was born with, y'all gonna die with, and it keep going. So your grandma's DNA is still in you. You understand? So
Yeah.
all of that
Yeah.
stress, everything is why we act the way we act towards each other and all that. It's literally this is where the Willie Lynch came in at, where he said, if you follow these rules for the next 300 years and beyond, you won't even have to whip them anymore because he knew we break them for 3 generations. We break them for 3 generations. The next 3 generations is going to break the next 3 generations. It's called
They do
grafting.
that shit with animals.
They grafted a new human being through slavery
Yeah.
called the nigga. And we're trying to come out of it now. We're trying to build ourselves back in the men.
Bottom line is women got to learn your triggers and men got to learn our tone. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like that,
I
cuz. That
agree.
was greatly said. I like how you said
That was
that.
dope.
Yeah.
I
Masculine and
like that.
feminine.
Yeah. I agree.
Saying we talking about female tone. Some people are just talking out in their tone. It don't necessarily gotta mean that they're taking something out on you.
Yeah, but when you
I
understand somebody, if you know you talk loud and that's not good for the person you're communicating with, if you really want to get your point across, you're going to conduct yourself in a way that they're going to hear you. You got to understand. I'm somebody that you said that we're in a relationship, right? So sometimes, just like y'all do, sometimes we got to pay attention to what our partner don't like.
Right. We just got to learn our partners.
How do y'all take accountability? Because it seems like it's always getting the blame on the female.
Tony, this conversation or in general, because this whole time we it wasn't it I don't we wasn't just beating on the girl, right?
I'm asking y'all as black males, how have y'all taken accountability if y'all was wrong in your current relationship or past relationship? Because that's what I haven't heard. I just want to hear how do y'all take accountability and saying sorry or admitting y'all was wrong.
I ain't been in a relationship in a while. Last relationship I was arrogant. I was all of that. And I had to really apologize. I had to humble myself because she was a good woman, and I was too immature. Like I don't have any children and all of that. So a lot of times I don't be understanding that thought process. I'm older now. Been through a lot more things. As a man, you just gotta apologize. You lose nothing from apologizing. You apologize. You tell her how much you appreciate her, and you move on. If she chooses to deal with you after that, that's up to her. But shit happens.
Solid.
Yep.
Okay. I took accountability
No, you
by
cracked me up.
examining myself and seeing how I got to the point that I was in my relationship. Through that whole time, when you going through it, it's always the other person, it's always somebody else's fault. But after it
Mm.
blew up, I got to sit in my home by myself. You go through that process, you praying, you study all this bullshit, and It just came to the fact is like I had to start looking at me. Like it can't be somebody else all the time. So when I started examining myself, there's certain personality traits that I have that's not agreeable that can be progressive moving forward. A lot of times we find ourselves saying we want certain things but don't understand the process that it takes to get there. I wasn't agreeing with the process. If I wanted to grow, I had to learn and unlearn a lot of things. One of the detriments to my relationship is I was raised old school. So I took a lot of that old school shit into this new world time, not understanding that a lot of it is needed and necessary, but a lot of that shit, as we're talking about now, was fucking detrimental, abusive, psychological trauma, all that bullshit. We think because we survived it that it worked.
You know what's crazy, cousin? It's crazy that you say that, because I'm about to show y'all. The relationship was so crazy, and I was so hurt and devastated, I started writing the book. It really made me have to do like some real moral inventory.
Real quick though,
Nah,
Shot,
it was like a rough
look
draft.
at where
I
her
probably
question
did.
took
It probably
us.
was years ago.
Back in the fucking mirror.
Yep.
Ourselves.
Self-reflection.
Shit
That's all
crazy.
it's
Yeah.
about.
That brings me
Self-improvement.
to my look at God. That brings me to my next point, the power of simple ownership. Y'all literally just took ownership. Y'all just took ownership. You know the sexiest thing a man can say? You right. I could have handled that better. No.
Yeah.
But
That's healthy.
you not well, you made me just that was ownership. I appreciate that.
My accountability is like I want to better myself. For instance, when I first had my first daughter, right? I went to rehab. First time ever. Like I was a straight alcoholic. I was drunk. It was toxic. We was arguing. It was just nasty, and I was drunk. I'm like, shit. And she just had my first baby. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna take my ass to rehab, bro. I can't be drawn like this. Like I thought about my kids. Like since day one, like I thought about my kids. I worked on myself. That's taking accountability, right? In my situation, I did things to make myself better. She didn't. That shit would cause a crash. And I'm trying to be the best man I could possibly be. Like, bro, I'm not perfect. Like, but I'm trying. Like, I'm taking accountability, but I was dealing with a fucking psychopath. Like a manipulator, a narcissist. Like she's like, she's not a genuine person. This is my story. And I'm not just bashing, this is a fact. I'm gonna go fuck who got a problem with it. I took my accountability. Looking back now, I worked on myself, bro. She never did.
It's like a fish in a fish tank. One small fish tank. You can't grow unless the tank is bigger, and you're going to be held up or delayed. Your progress will be delayed if the person you're with is not in support and is not growing with you. You're going to leave them eventually. They're going to get left. It's nature.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Accountability is a very big thing. It's important, bro. Hey, I
I'm
thought he
paying
was still. I
attention
want him
to
to
you,
listen.
brother. You talking.
The partner I had, she'll barely say my bad or my. Oh, I'm sorry. It was toxic, bro. I thought that shit was exaggeration when people say females don't take accountability. No, that's no bullshit. I
We
experienced
do.
it.
It's just the toxic ones that don't.
You will rather fuck up a relationship. You will rather sabotage a relationship and instead of then saying my apologies, like. There's no way in hell that I was the problem the whole time, bro. You would have been left me. As I'm
Listen,
picky with females now, I could point out red flags from the rip, like, oh shit, okay. I see certain shit that I was ignoring or I was blinded by love. So now I could see certain things from a female, from a guy's point of view. Like if I ever thought about getting in a relationship with this female, I know what to look for.
you know
Okay.
what book you should get? It's by Robert Greene. It's called The Law of Human Nature. Get that book,
Okay.
cuz because we don't even know how to put titles on these identity traits when we see them. We don't know the difference between a sociopath, a psychopath, a narcissist.
Right.
None of that shit.
This last little bullshit I went through, it made me start looking more, doing more research in psychology and neuroscience. Now I pay more attention to that now because we all got some shit wrong with us. But
Yes.
Yup.
for me to be manipulated all these years, I don't know how I didn't see it and I ignored it. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like why I let my it was a lot of shit that I had to blame
Power to
myself
be.
for. I blame myself. I didn't blame her. I blame myself for it, right? Y'all hear this? Because I'm taking accountability, right? I blame myself for a lot of stuff, situation. Like, even though she did it, but I still blame myself for having myself in that predicament. What I
So
was
let me say
thinking,
something, Black. You know why I feel like a lot of us And this goes for both parties, male and female. A lot of us don't identify the red flags until we start to grow, experience, or elevate because we grew up in those fucking red flags thinking they was normal.
Exactly. That's and I was like, it was weird. I'm like, I ain't had nobody to tell me about it. My mom bipolar, bro. Like, you know, so it's like you dealing with a bipolar parent. Like that shit is like up and down, roller coaster, hot and cold. And I think that's what it was, bro. And I think that type of behavior, it was like, you know, certain. I'm not talking about my mom. I love the shit out of my mom. I'm not talking down on her. I'm not talking bad on her. I'm just saying dealing
Right.
with dealing with a parent that has bipolar and other stuff. I'm saying this respectfully. And like certain shit wasn't normal. I'm like, damn, mom, you cussed me the fuck out. Told me to go to my room. 5 minutes later, you say, come here, baby. What you want to eat? Like, you know, it's like
Yeah,
that's real.
yeah,
That's a
That's
mind fuck
real.
right
That's that's normal, right?
yup.
That's normal to us, right?
I get ready to say, because just think, on the flip side, my papa fucked me up and then give me some money, tell me some go ahead to the store and get what you want. Like, nigga, you
He's showing
just smacked the
that's they
shit
showing
out
an
of me in front of my
apology,
That's
friends,
his
nigga.
way of saying I'm sorry.
now.
right?
Some
Yeah, y'all
people
had
can't
to.
verbalize it.
They don't know how to express their emotions. I grew up seeing that, and I guess my BM has certain patterns as my mom.
Yup.
You know, I'm not comparing my mom to my BM because my mom see this shit, she'll cuss me the fuck out. But I'm just saying, like,
As a
it
woman,
was
I understand. You know, we
it
go
was
through all
certain,
types of hormonal changes when we have babies, and I totally get it. I'm like that
yeah.
at times. And I
And
notice it in myself with my own children. I gotta stop myself and call my daughter over and literally apologize, sit her on my lap, kiss her on the forehead, rub on her a little bit, give her some
yeah,
softness because I acknowledge that I was wrong.
my mom seen certain patterns as a female. I don't know. My mom, females, moms, they be knowing, bro. They be knowing. I give it
Right.
up.
They be right.
She's seen certain shit. I'm like, mom, come on. And look, I'm fresh in love.
Oh,
Like
she was trying to tell you about
she
her
seen certain shit.
before you
Yes, my
start.
mom like this. My mom this. Nah, I seen this shit. Like she moving funny.
Just like you gonna
She said,
see
my mom said
certain
she
shit in
moving.
them niggas your daughter bring around. Why? Because we used to be them niggas.
Facts. I pray. I hope she don't, man. 'Cause man.
By the grace of
Allegedly,
God.
at the grace of God, allegedly, I'm gonna switch cheese your ass. You fuck with my daughter. I'm just being honest. I understand, like our daughters, they're going to have to go through heartbreaks. They're going to have to go through real life situations because that's what builds character.
Because I know I got past traumas that I'm still dealing with. I'm still going through shit. You know, I'm not the man that I want to be. If I was to get married, am I the husband that my wife would love right now? Would I be a good father right now? I ask myself that all the time. And honestly, no. I still got a lot
Sometimes
of
it's the
growing and
person
shit to
that
do.
brings it out of you, though, John.
Yeah, you might meet that one person,
Sometimes
bro. You
somebody
might
could make you a better person. You know, you'll see how
facts.
much you want to do for this person when you love
Real
her.
rap.
That's a fact, bro. That's a healthy partner will it will make they will bring the best out of you without even saying a word to you, bro.
Man,
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
gonna
and that's
that
and
them
that's and
stories
that's
be
my
real,
thing.
John. You gonna try to get her the world.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's my thing.
yeah.
I don't doubt
I
it
haven't met that
because I
one
know the
yet.
power of a woman. I just want to be the right man. That's what I'm saying. Me personally, I want to be the man that
Right.
I could be proud
But
of. Personally,
nobody is perfect. Nobody is the right person until they put themselves out there and meet who they need to meet.
Mm.
Bro, it's never don't put a timestamp on nothing because that time might not even come. What I learned, you just gotta go in here and just fucking do it,
Yeah.
bro.
One foot in front of the other. That's like
Put
saying, "Oh, I'm
yourself,
not until I get better. I'm not going to do this."
yeah,
Like you got to start somewhere. You got to put your first video out. You got to put your first set of content out. You got to
right.
start writing to
You
create
got
a book. You got to start somewhere.
yeah. That's the only way you go. It's called build. That's the only way you're
Yeah.
gonna build. You gotta start from somewhere to build on. You feel
And
me?
your confidence going to grow even more and more and more because you see yourself being more prepared.
Mm.
I'm talking to myself too. This new season of mine and all these doors that's opening up for me, I'm so grateful, bro. There's certain things I would never thought I would ever do. And, you know, I didn't see this. It wasn't in my plans. But soon as I started working on myself, bro, pouring into myself,
Yeah.
getting more connection, getting more, you know, closer to God, bro. The sky's is
Yeah.
the limit. Sky's is the
That
limit.
frequency getting
There you
higher.
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's a fact. The universe gonna give you whatever you want. Like everything's out there for us already. We just gotta go and get it.
Yup.
We got to get on
It
that channel. Tune into
yeah,
that
like everything
channel.
is there. Like your rich self, your millionaire is there already. That individual, that version of that, yo, that the John 10 mil, John 5 mil, it's already he already exists already. You just gotta get to him.
Raise yourself to that
You get what I'm
vibration.
Got to
saying?
believe in it.
This shit is about mindset for real.
Anybody heard of the 5 second pause before?
No,
You know. But pause before
All
you
right.
speak.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. So let
Yeah.
me give y'all a tool most men never learn, the 5 second pause, right? So before you react, before you raise your voice, before you get defensive, stop and count 5 seconds in your mind. Why? Because emotional reactions peak at 3 seconds. If you can control yourself past that window, you gain power over the entire conversation. Women don't want perfection. We want presence. We want maturity. We want the version of you that responds, not reacts. So try it this week, the 5 second pause. It'll change your arguments, your parenting, your money moves, literally everything. These ain't the ordinary males.
Yeah, different generation. It's a reason why us selective few is on this call. It's like we're kind of breaking the generational curse. War before electronics, the war before
when
internet, we
shit
was
was
outside for real.
crazy.
We was really outside. Yeah, we was really
Yeah,
outside. You feel me? And the way our parents was raised, all that shit. Now we got the best of both worlds. We got the world before the technology, and we got this world and our parents, how we was raised on both sides. And I feel like we are the curse breakers. Like we gonna a lot
we
of shit.
are.
I know. I ain't passed down to my kids, bro. My kids, they gonna have to heal me, bro. I owe it to them. Like it's not fair. It's not fair to put my kids in a certain cycles again. Especially it's
Right.
like
Right.
what the fuck. It's not nah. Like certain things, I want my kids
Yeah.
to to act.
Yeah.
I want
Look,
you to
my
move
mom ain't even know how to drive. I'm already past that point.
right,
She hated
right.
driving. She was so afraid to drive. She never even got a chance to
Auntie never
really.
drove. Yeah,
And the
right.
one time she did drive, she almost killed us, but we made it, and we was happy to be in the car with her too, having fun.
Solid.
It's a
Right.
lot of shit. I'm tapped in for real. I'm tapped in with the universe. I'm tapped in with God. Like I'm tapped in a lot of stuff. Like he picked me to be like this. He picked me to see
Thank you
certain
for
things.
picking Chris.
Yeah,
Thank
like
you, Lord.
I'm grateful that he chose me to see certain things from a certain angle. I'm glad he chose
I'm
me.
grateful for that too.
I'm grateful for the things I went through. Like it's just cause I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
Like everybody got a journey. Like I understand it now. I get it. I had to bump
Yeah.
my head. I had to bump my head 10 times. I had to go through all the dumb shit, getting fucking dumb shit, like going to jail,
Yeah.
get pistol whip shootings and shit. Like I get it. It's a
And
reason why I'm still here.
oh Jesus. I'm like,
So
that's the thing. This platform is to allow people to put away their shame and to heal out loud. Like you have to be vocal about what you've been through, your experiences, because at the end of the day, you might be saying something that somebody feels shame for, and when you say it, they could come out of hiding. You liberated them, you know? I never knew you went to jail. I never knew you was pistol whip or none of that stuff. I've been in jail a
John,
few times, a little over a few times.
oh yeah,
Shoot, I
Mosey.
found my mugshot on Facebook. Like
I'm trying to think. Did I see a mug shot?
She put it up
probably
there
I don't
did. I
know.
before.
posted it.
I probably
I
did. I don't
posted
know.
it. Ain't
I
no
don't
shame in
remember.
my game. I'm gonna
Right.
post it one day when I'm on a TEDx talk. It's gonna be my background when I'm on a stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
tough. You
From
ain't see that
trauma
picture?
to transform.
That's
Yep.
a
Hmm.
fact. And that's one thing about culture
Part
of black
three.
people, bro. We overcome.
Trauma transformed the trillionaire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I like that. And another thing I want to say is we the only group, like, we like a group of people, we overcome the most crazy, difficult situations. Like, there's no way, like my mom even said it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, Chris. She said it years ago. She said, I ain't gonna hold you, son. I thought you was gonna end up having life in jail. I was gonna come see you in jail, or you was gonna be dead. I'm like, damn, mom. Like my mom told this shit
I
when I was a
knew that
teenager.
wasn't your fate. I
Yeah,
knew that wasn't your fate.
I was starting to curve.
I knew it
I,
wasn't your fate, no matter
right,
what. I
right.
knew it wasn't your fate,
I
no
was
matter
drift,
what.
I was drifting off in the streets and shit. I mean, I ain't. I'm not saying I'm not no gangster. I'm not Escobar. Just know I did things that it could have left me slumped.
I understand.
It could have left
You
me
don't
30,
have to
40, 50
explain it.
years. I'm still here, bro. Like I overcame a lot of shit. Like,
You did. And you're going to keep overcoming more things the higher you go up.
Mhm.
You
You
know,
just got to keep your eyes and ears open and your mind so that you can keep winning over these devils that's trying to take you out of here. And you want to keep winning though. I already know that.
it's crazy
yo,
that you say that. Like sharing and trying to be transparent and overcoming adversity. Like even my being here, me being healthy is a miracle in itself. Black and Will, I tell y'all this all the time. Like me being here, coming up the way I was born, is a miracle. So like what you
wow,
just said definitely resonate with somebody like me because I lost siblings. My
yo,
little brother ain't make it. He ain't make it past 2 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? Because of how he was born, and I was born the same way. And look, I'm 30. You understand what I'm saying? I'm about to be 31. Whitney didn't make it past 30. Neither did Marcus. He didn't make it to 30. And I'm about to be 31. You understand? So what you said definitely
yo,
resonated with me. We definitely been through some real traumatic shit. We
real shit.
A lot of people would say, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here," but the universe got bigger plans for us. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't have it no other way than with the people that's on this phone call, especially y'all. I mean, because y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yo, John, you
But
story, yo, once, yo, watch, you gonna have your moment, bro. The world gonna see your story,
it's
bro.
coming.
It's
That
gonna
you
be a
don't go
moment.
through
It's
all of
going,
this
it's
pain for no reason. It's all
like,
for a reason.
and your shit is super deep. I'm talking about since out the womb. Just don't leave us and shit. Like, don't, like, don't. I don't want you to leave
That
us on
nigga
some
ain't going
shit. Like,
nowhere.
if I ever get in a position, in a situation, enough funds, whatever, nigga, I'm making a movie. This is the type of shit we deal with, and we outside dealing with other individuals, and we dealing with a toxic partner on top of that. I commend you though for still being here with us, cause a lot of people be
No,
like,
Right.
you
yo,
too. Everybody on this phone
a
call,
lot of
like
people doing
for
some
real.
shit,
Yeah,
you
y'all.
know.
We doing a
That's
great job at living life. We doing the best we can.
the mums and
Nah,
you got you,
nah.
my aunt Teresa, you know, and well, y'all lost
To
parents and
be
shit, like,
honest, I don't feel like God is so good to me. I don't feel like I've been through anything. And I'm so grateful that I can say that. I know it's things that look like they a little effed up, but honestly, I don't see it that way. I look at everything as a push forward because
um,
that's how I move forward. You
that's how
know,
we should look. We
I don't
strong.
spend a lot
Mhm.
of time down. I don't spend a lot of time grieving. I do what I have to do. I cry it out when I need to cry it out. I laugh it out when I need to laugh. I do what makes me feel free, and I know God is proud of me. You know, because of the person that I am, the heart that I have, the mind that I have. I'm not out here using other people's brains. I can use my own. So I'm
Yeah,
proud of time for the real fun, but real accountability. Toxic or not. It's a
right.
quick game. And let me say some instructions this time because last time I ain't say the instructions. So, all right, y'all. Here's how this goes. I'm going to read 5 different categories. You choose one. Then I'll read the situation and you simply call it what it is, toxic or not. No long explanations needed unless you want to. Just say your answer with your chest and keep it real. Callers, listeners, everybody can play along. So let's get into the game, everybody. Who want to say it with their chest first?
Like I'll go first.
All right, so categories are we got money and finances, relationships, manhood and mentality, self care, and self sabotage. The last one is communication.
What was that third one you said before the last one? That was manhood and what?
Manhood and mentality. There you go.
I'll do that one.
All right. Pick a number 1 through 12.
7.
Never apologizing first because men don't do that. Toxic or not.
It's toxic as shit.
Pick a number 1 through 12, not number 7.
8.
Let an ego lead every decision. Toxic or not.
Nah, that's toxic.
Pick a number 1 through 12, not 7 or 8.
4.
Associating accountability with disrespect. Toxic or not.
That's toxic. Accountability is
Okay.
not disrespect.
Okay. All right. Who next?
I'll go next.
You remember the categories, or do I need to say them again?
One more time, I ain't get all of them.
We got money and finances, relationships, manhood and mentality, self care and self sabotage, and the last one is communication.
I'm gonna go with relationship.
All right, cuz you ready?
Yeah,
Pick a number 1 through 12.
3.
Bringing up old mistakes during new arguments, toxic or not.
Toxic.
Pick another number, not 3.
6.
Making your partner fight for basic affection.
Oh, very toxic.
And pick another number.
9.
Talking in little circles instead of telling the truth.
That's toxic.
Who next?
Yeah, I go.
Relationships, mentality, money habits, and self care and self sabotage and communication.
Let me get the self sabotage, John.
Self care and self sabotage. Pick a number 1 through 12.
3.
Ignoring red flags in yourself.
Definitely toxic. Self awareness is important.
Juice by that. Another number.
Let me get 6.
Constantly restarting but never finishing.
I suffer from that. Yeah, that's toxic.
Yeah, it's toxic.
Yeah. Turn to procrastination.
That's true.
For real.
Pick another number.
9.
I'm a little bit toxic, yo. I'll be like, damn, that's toxic.
That's what I say. I suffer from that. Wait. 9.
You picking all the same numbers Will picked on the other drawing. Running back to comfort instead of running toward purpose. Toxic or not.
That's toxic. That's stagnation.
I'm gonna give you one more, John. All right. Using I'm busy as an excuse to avoid accountability. Is that toxic or not?
Yeah. You want to fight. Yeah, that's toxic.
So that's pretty much it. Brothers, accountability is not criticism, it's correction, it's love, it's protection, and it's required if you want your next level. Join us next week for episode 3. We are diving even deeper into this thing.
I just made a fitness page. I fell in love with fitness, 6, 7 months now. It's a lifestyle. And also I'll be trading now. It's a digital skill. It's a hard skill to learn, but it's recession proof. All you need is Wi-Fi on your phone. You can trade and make money from your phone. I'm still a student. I'm doing content, involved with Knox. I'm doing the content page just about me. Just everything about me. Fatherhood, fitness, ups and downs. Y'all gonna get all that shit.
Dope
Yeah.
shit, cuz.
Come on, put your stuff out there. Y'all got some stuff. Yeah, go ahead. Y'all got some stuff. Go ahead, John. You put your TikTok videos. I see you, bro.
Oh,
YouTube, like, go
yeah.
ahead, put it out there.
Definitely. Follow me on TikTok, Abdul Rashid 1220. We talk spiritual on there. If you want to laugh, anything. I mean, we just down to earth people on that John. I'm working on my book. It's called Dark Days, the Prelude. It's about my upbringing in Philadelphia, foster care, all of that, how I was born, my siblings, all of us.
E-
Focused on living credit repair. I'm co-owner of that. Also, we fix credit. So if you need any of your credit needs fixed, we do derogatory marks. We take
Yep.
off evictions, car notes, whatever. Come holler at us. Focused on living LLC credit repair on Instagram. You can follow us. That's what we got going on.
Well, we got King's Council LLC Herbals and Hostilities coming. We make teas that support respiratory health, lymphatic cleansing, beating regular everyday sickness. I got one remedy that I'm putting together to get patent that I know for surely works. I was selling it during COVID. It helps people get back to work. It kills COVID and cancels that shit out your body. It's all real herbal supplements from the earth. No store-bought chemicals.
That-
King's Council LLC, herbal supplements and holistics.
I'm into all that.
So,
I'm into
Yeah,
all that.
I
You
need
already
parts.
know. Open that up, bro.
Don't forget to chime in on our caller line by dialing 513-428-6611. That's 513-428-6611. We would love to hear your feedback and play your message on a future episode. If you found value in this episode, please tag a brother and a sister today so they can begin their healing and accountability journey with us right here on the Chiming with Shy podcast. This is your girl Shy. You are chiming with Shy, and I am signing off.
Shy, pull up to the venue, like what's on the menu. I'm getting chauffeured to a feast. I don't mean to offend you.